Alrighty guys, we are going to be getting into a quick video here with some just random Titan gameplay in the background, mostly using what I will be running on my Titan for the comp, but you guys will get more of that later in the video. So first things first, we finally got our comp rework. Bungie promised it to us in Season 19, and Season 19 is fast approaching, and or depending on when you guys are watching this, already here. So what am I looking forward to? First, we are getting a comp ladder, which does give us a more transparent assignment of quote-unquote skill to a certain rank. That will basically give some bragging rights and allow me personally to quantify my grind to get better in the game. Because as I progress up that ladder, I can get a better idea of where I place in the overall community. Second, Rose is coming back. I love that hand cannon. It was so great back in the day, even with just the static roll that it had. It was great feeling. I put 1,000 or 2,000 kills on it back in the day, so I'm really looking forward to it. Additionally, it's coming back as a hybrid frame, so it's going to have some of the bonuses of the old 150 RPM hand cannons and their lightweight bonuses, as well as having slightly lower stats than other comparable 140 hand cannons. So there's going to be some trade-off there, but I'm still looking forward to it. Maybe in the future, Bungie will introduce cosmetic skins for it. Maybe. We can see. Additionally, we're getting some decent sandbox tuning. Shotguns are finally getting a consistency buff. Theoretically, it's a consistency buff. We still have to see what the ranges will be and how the different spread patterns impact different shotguns and their one-hit kill ranges. Additionally, there's some buffs and nerfs to some of the outliers in PvP. The two notable ones to me are the invisibility nerf that's coming in mid-December, where they're going to have drastically reduced radar resolution when they are invisible. Additionally, we're also going to be getting a nerf to the storm grenades for Titan in terms of their duration, as well as making them a little bit easier to tell if it's a hostile storm grenade or a allies storm grenade. What I'm not looking forward to, and what I kind of alluded to earlier, is the fact that there's not a ton of incentives to grind the mode. There's no cosmetics, although Bungie did say that they might introduce it in future seasons, but it's not launching with cosmetics, which is kind of a miss in my opinion, but I look forward to seeing what they could implement in the future. I'm also not really looking forward to the fact that skill-based matchmaking could cause problems instead of using rank-based matchmaking. Obviously, we're going to have to get our hands on it and see how it will work out in practice, but there are some concerns in the community that, someone with the same rank at, someone with the same skill rating at a lower rank might find it impossible to climb up to that higher rank. But again, we're just going to see how they handle that in practice. Finally, there's still going to be a lot of ability usage. There's still going to be a lot of some of the cheesier things in the game. Dead Messenger is still going to be a thing. So Peppery Sting, at least as of right now, hasn't gotten a nerf. So the whole go invisible, get wall hacks, charge at someone with Dead Messenger, and then hot swap to a sidearm build is still going to be incredibly strong. And coordinated teams are still going to rock your shit with that. So obviously, we don't have the full list of PvP changes or exotic reworks, so we will have a chunky patch day on Tuesday. That will be Tuesday, December 6th. So we'll have to see how things shake out then. Getting to the main part of the build, I'm going to be running Arc Titan, specifically Missile Titan. I'm going to be running Knockout because it is super strong, especially with melee teleporting and how much advantage the netcode and the melee distance gives you in the current sandbox. Ophidians and Knockout are probably the two strongest options right now, especially for shotgunning, because you can get the, melee teleports if you whiff your shotgun or something like that. Additionally, Missile Titan is one of the better shutdown supers, especially against things like Well of Radiance and Bubble, which still have the highest uptime, and I don't like running into somebody who's going to pop a Well of Radiance on a zone or pop Well of Radiance, on a res or something like that. Additionally, it has a good grenade kit, even with storm grenades getting nerfed. Getting 2 lightning grenades when using Touch of Thunder is phenomenal, and I really like my lightning grenades, as you guys can probably tell from all the shorts that I've uploaded. And finally, and probably the strongest aspect of the Titan kit, is barricades at a high resilience. Gives just a ton of map control and safety. You can pretty much just infinitely cycle your barricades and just control what parts of the map you have, shut off doorways, peek shot, extend cover. It's really, really, really good. As for my loadouts, I'm going to be using hand cannon shotgun, mostly because it's what I'm familiar with and what I'm most comfortable with and what I'm most consistent with. Right now, I'm planning on using aggressive shotguns. I will need to be testing them to see how their spread and one-hit kill distance compares to some of the other archetypes. But for now, I'm planning on bringing in the Time Lost Found Verdict or my Adept Mindbenders, which you're seeing some gameplay of the Mindbenders in the background. If I'm using another frame, it's probably going to end up being precision frames, just because I kind of like the idea of the oval spread compared to the tighter but irregular, quote-unquote, irregular diamond or square spreads of the lightweight or rapid-fire frame shotguns. Hand cannon wise, I'm probably going to be using your usual suspects, you know, Palindrome, if I'm using a kinetic shotgun, or Ace of Spades, or Hawkmoon, Austringer, Eyes Luna, all the usual suspects. If I can get a good Rose roll, I'll probably throw up some gameplay of that when I get it. I'm really hoping that it has like a rapid hit in its perk slot, or maybe even Eye of the Storm, just to give some consistency perks. If they also have Rangefinder, I might use that, although I love and hate Rangefinder at different times of my life. Finally, if things get really sweaty, I'll probably throw on SMG plus a shotgun plus Peacekeepers, because 600 RPM SMGs are probably some of the best in the game right now. They are really punchy. They have a really fast time to kill against people with low resilience, so that's 6 and lower. And Peacekeepers just give you insane mobility, good strafe speed, good aerial effectiveness, so you can play in the air, as well as completely giving you insane handling. So it negates a lot of the downsides for those usually lower handling 600 RPM SMGs. I will have a Hunter build and a Warlock build in my pocket, because the way that you get Rose next season is that you can get 3 per week, 1 per character. So I will be playing my other characters as needed to try and chase that Rose roll. I'll probably release a short after the patch on Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, showing which Rose I'm going to be going for. And hopefully I can get a pretty good roll pretty quickly, although at the same time I like the idea of it not being craftable, so I have something to chase. If you like this type of video, please let me know. I'm also happy to put together a video kind of consolidating some of my thoughts for the season and what I'm looking for next season. But at this point, really just wanted to put together a video, see if anybody wanted to hear my thoughts, and see if anybody wanted to, you know, get an idea of what I'm going to be running. Happy to provide a screenshot or a short showing the specific build and, you know, what fragments and aspects I'd be using. But for now, mostly going to be using exactly what's on the background gameplay. So if you guys are enjoying that, you might enjoy what I'm bringing into comp. If you guys like this, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good one.